That was everybody's diss track.
Well,
it's
it wasn't
not
really a diss track.
track.
That's right.
No.
But he had everybody's names crossed out, if you could see that up on the thing.
The underlining meaning of the whole thing is I'm airing bodies. I'm burning down this place. I'm taking everyone with me. I just put you on. I just put your name out there. I just gave you exposure. From somebody who was on America's, somebody dumb enough that went to America's Got Talent in L.A. and California. Somebody who has that name put your name out there.
You hear him?
And I didn't say anything messed up.
You hear what he's saying?
I told funny stories. I said, knock KP off of the couch. I said, go get Bushmaster, pop over to King V's show and shock the crowd. Okay, maybe that was a shot because, like, he can't shock the crowd. But the only business I put out there was what happened with Big Buff. Everybody's like, oh, he was so supportive of Big Buff. Oh, what happened with that? That is what happened. And cool. I expected Poe to tell the remaining of the story. That is the point. Hop in the booth. I said nothing bad about you. You know what I said? I said you're a big black Batman. Big black bad Batman. You are the guy that saves this Gotham City. And you're respected. You're an idol. You are still the man. You're still a freaking brother. All the things you've done for me. Wow. All the shows that you've given me, I could never. And I would never say nothing about your kids or your wife because that's not true. And I can't even speak on that. I don't speak cap. I speak truth.
Wow, no.
This is all
now, I will
hearsay.
say, when I made that post to them guys, well, not to them guys, but when I made a post, who's coming over to fire, it was Poe and Mr. Ray Cartagino and Bushmaster that showed up.
Ray wasn't even in the song, was he? Did I put him on the album? I don't think.
I don't think Ray.
People jumped in to jump on the train. They jumped on the hate train. But you know what you did? You opened the floodgates.
So, and then these other cats did do some diss tracks. They're on Facebook. We couldn't get Facebook to open up. We was going to try to get their tracks on there to play it, But, you know, I don't know. I have to say, I don't know. They all think they smoke Seth's ass, but, man, I'd like to be able to play them and get y'all's opinions if there's anybody still out there other than Gary. I think everybody done took off.
The point of the matter is, you know, I love it. And you know why I love it?
Kimberly has some toys to go play with, it sounds like.
It's like you said to me, we got everybody's brain thinking now. Yeah. Everybody's thinking about what they're going to do next, and they're actually getting active. You know, you're actually stepping into the booth and making music now. Congratulations, you found a reason to do what you love.
Maybe that's where Bushmaster's at right now.
That's what I did in the chat. I did say that to old BS Malone. I was like, look, I said everybody was sitting around doing absolutely nothing. For the most part, there's a couple people doing some things, but I mean, nothing was really, there wasn't no buzz. There wasn't no thing in the air. And then when he did that, all of a sudden, everybody was shook loose, shook from their chairs. They all had to run to the microphone.
So much crap
it's genius,
was talked.
in my opinion.
So much crap was talked.
He made you use your brain, whether or not it was positive or negative energy you threw out there, but you still threw it out there.
Yeah.
That is, I say. So then a couple people then made diss tracks, and obviously we couldn't put them up there because we couldn't get the Facebook thing to work. So, and then you made this one after they made a couple. How many? Like 3 of them got put out so far?
There's like 5.
5?
Yeah, there's like 5.
Damn, I wish we could have played them. But anyway, so let's check this.
That makes you the joke. You can't think more. Because everybody was hating on me. That's the response to those comments. You can go check that for yourself. These words were said about me, the same words that were supportive of me.
And pause.
The legal argument, I don't think it should have turned into that. I think it should have turned into you stepping into the booth and saying what you needed to say and rhyme, because I know you can. That's what I think it should have done. And that's what it's done for everybody else. I don't think it should have ever escalated into a violent matter or a legal matter whatsoever. But you let it go to your mind quickly. Like, I get it. We all overreact. I overreact. I deal with Tom overreacting. We dealt with it before this happened.
All the time.
Like, we were ready to go, and then there was a whole hustle fuss. Anyways, we do it, okay? And then we man up, and then we're like, all right, cool. So that's up to you where you want to take this from here. You know, that is what I put on the table for everybody. And I love to see it because you guys are making songs. You guys are making songs about me and sharing it. You guys are doing the 2 things you love to do.
Good look.
You love to make music and you love to support each other. Thank you. What if there was ever to come down to it where somebody did show up and they beat me raw with some freestyle, came at me and absolutely disarmed me, I'd be humbled. I'd sit here respectfully, all right, well, dang, I guess I was uneducated. But until that day, I'm standing on this ground. Like, I went to America's Got Talent. What else do I got to do? They passed me up because they passed real talent up. Go check the season. Go check the comments on their season right now. Oh, don't watch this season. There's no real talent in it. The comments, they say that. I was watching it. Nothing to say bad about that.
Right.
But why they did it, I don't know. Maybe it's because, like, I'm too smart.
Did they send you a confirmation that said they passed you up?
No. So what it was is they said to wait a month and see if you hear anything.
I got you.
And if you did, then they sent me a letter that said if you did hear anything, then you would already be traveling. If not, thanks for participating. That's what they sent me. I was like, well, at least they had the decency to send me that, because they didn't send me any of the following information for what I did. I went to LA on what we thought was going to be the on-stage performance. We all had that in our intentions. Like, I don't know, because of the way they worded the email alone. That was ridiculous. I'm email savvy. I just went in there and fixed their tech problems. You think I'm not email savvy? And then I can't get through this process because of the limited communication that I have from America's Got Talent. I went to California. I freestyled in line. I impressed people. I freestyled in the lobby. I impressed the judge. The judge combated what the people in the room had said. They couldn't keep up. The judge could. They complimented me. When I sent my video virtual audition in with you guys, what did the producer say?
Could use that.
I don't know if he said that, but what he had said was, I'm not supposed to say this, but I liked that. I'm not going to say anything. Like, I'm not going to say you got through, but I genuinely liked that, and I thought I won. Out of my whole category in Ohio.
What now?
Right?
I didn't know all that was going to come out, but hey.
Man, we took that break. Everybody dipped out.